Massive welcome to your brand new Nutrition for Life program. So to begin with, in this module, we're going to be taking a look at the actual program itself, and also what we're looking to achieve and how it's going to benefit you. But also we're going to get introduced as well, because we've not all met before, so it's going to be really nice for you to understand who it is that's going to be presenting this program for you. So let's jump in. So to begin with, my name is Shane. I have a degree in sport and exercise science. I'm a graduate of the International Olympic Committee. I went on to complete my master's degree, and currently I'm a doctoral researcher within the area of nutrition as well. So experience-wise, I've worked with lots and lots of different population groups, from working with primary school children and the parents on improving their nutrition standards day to day, right at that grassroots level. We've worked with thousands of people in the perspective of weight loss and helping people understand nutrition in much more depth. I've worked with athletes and many, many more people in between as well. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is just going to be useful for you to understand that I've dedicated my life to nutrition and understanding the research, the science, and essentially translating all that boring stuff, the jargon, all the complexities into a nice and simple, really, really easy to implement step-by-step program for you, so that again you can be set up for the rest of your life with nutrition. So the program itself is really simple. We've broken it down into 3 different levels. There's lots of different modules in these different levels. To begin with, on step 1, we start off with the fundamentals. Right from the get-go, we're going to be starting off with some quick wins. So we want to get you some results immediately and start helping you understand the best habits and practices to get set up straight away to facilitate those weight loss results and improving your nutrition standards generally. From there, we're going to work on making sure that the foundations of your nutrition, all those fundamental areas, are set up and ready to go as well. And what we're going to be doing is helping you understand what the best strategy is going to be for you as an individual. So this is going to be a very much personalized program. There's no one size fits all. We can't just recommend that everybody goes on a low carbohydrate approach, or everybody does intermittent fasting, for example. It has to be individualized so that you as an individual know exactly what's going to be happening going forward in the way that best fits for you. Stage 2 is all about the psychology of success. So this is one of the key facets that's missing from 99% of programs, especially when it comes to nutrition. We do need to make sure that our brain is in tandem with what we're wanting to achieve. We need to make sure that you understand how your brain works, how to understand how to change your habits, and also how to understand what long-term effective practices look like on the psychological aspects. And then we move on to the long-term success. So you're getting fantastic results. Your mindset is exactly where it needs to be. So from that point onwards, how do we get success for literally decades to come? So all we need from you is, please don't see this program as something that you're just going to sit, listen to the modules, and that's pretty much it. And obviously the results are just going to happen. Of course, learning is really, really important. It's a fundamental facet of the changes you're going to be making going forward. But what we do need to do is make sure that we're prioritizing 5 to 10 minutes per week, which on average, it's going to be 5 or 10 minutes for each of the modules. So literally you could, whilst you're making a cup of tea, for example, you could go through one of the modules. Make sure that you're doing this consistently each week. You don't have to do all the modules in 1 day or 2 days or 1 week or 2 weeks. You can spread it out. And we heavily advise that you do maybe 1 to 3 modules per week. Don't let it overwhelm you. So if you've got a very busy schedule, maybe just do 1 or 2. If you've got a little bit more time and a little bit more flexibility, maybe do 2 or 3 modules per week. And that's how it can fit in nicely in and around everything else that you've got going on. We need you to take action. So like we said, don't just listen to the modules and learn and let it stop there. We've really got to think about application. So as soon as you've learned these concepts, we take it into your day-to-day life and you get to work on applying those tools. Make sure that you have the mindset of being relentlessly consistent. All you need to do to get phenomenal results and change your life is be consistent, not perfect. You don't have to have perfection week in, week out. We'll go into this in much more detail on another module. However, lots of people fall into the trap of feeling like they've done 8 or 9 out of 10 that week. They give themselves a rating around that. And because it wasn't a 10 out of 10, they go on a downward spiral. We don't need to be thinking that way at all. Please don't expect that everything's going to be perfect every step of the way from here. You're a human being, you've got commitments, you might have work, family, lots of other things going on. We totally understand that you don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be consistent. So initial results are great, and we're absolutely going to help you with that. Like we mentioned earlier, the first couple of modules are going to be specifically focused on getting those habits for success set up straight away. But just understand, you have to have that long-term mentality. So although you're going to get fantastic results on the front end, it's a stepping stone on the way to getting set up for the rest of your life. So I'm really, really looking forward to supporting you as part of this program. And let's get cracking with the next module.